Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe what just happened. I was sipping my morning coffee, casually scrolling through notifications, and then, boom, this news hit me like a tidal wave. BTS's Jimin has just achieved something so monumental, so unbelievable, that I had to stop everything and share it with you. Jimin has officially secured his 70th #1 spot on Spotify Korea's weekly top artist chart. Yes, 70 times. Think about what that means. Week after week, his name sits at the very top, untouched and unrivaled. No artist has ever done this before. Not in K-pop, not in any genre. It's hard to even wrap your head around how historic this is. But here's where it gets even crazier. Jimin's been dominating the daily top artist chart as well, with an unfathomable 478 #1 spots. That's 478 days as the most streamed artist in Korea. Do you know what kind of connection you need to have with your audience to hold that spot every single day for almost 500 days? It's not just fandom. It's love, admiration, and respect for an artist who keeps giving us music that speaks straight to the heart. Let's talk about his latest solo album, Muse. When the title track Who dropped on July 19th, it didn't just make an impact. It exploded onto the scene, taking the #1 spot on Spotify Korea's daily top song chart on the very day of its release. But here's the mind-blowing part. It's been sitting at #1 for 120 consecutive days. That's 4 months of being the most listened to song in the country without a single day off from the top spot. And he hasn't even been promoting it officially. No music show performances, no flashy campaigns, just the power of the music itself. And as if that weren't enough, let's not forget Like Crazy, the iconic track from his previous solo album, Face. This song held the #1 spot on Spotify Korea for a total of 268 days, almost an entire year. Between Who and Like Crazy, Jimin holds the records for the top 2 songs with the most days at #1. It's not even a competition anymore. He's in a league entirely his own. Now let's dive into the streaming numbers because they are just as jaw-dropping. Who broke records with 360,000 daily streams and 2.39 million weekly streams on Spotify Korea. These aren't inflated numbers either. Spotify doesn't count infinite looping, so every single stream is legitimate, a true reflection of how deeply people are connecting with this song. And globally, Like Crazy has surpassed an astronomical 1.3 billion streams on Spotify, while Who just hit the 1 billion mark. These aren't just milestones, they're defining moments in music history. And let's not overlook another huge achievement. Jimin is the first and only artist to have 2 songs, Like Crazy and Who, with over 30 million streams on Spotify Korea alone. That's not just rare, it's unheard of. It's like he's setting a bar that no one else can even reach. What makes all of this even more emotional is the story behind these achievements. Jimin's music isn't just about catchy beats or trendy vibes, it's about emotion, vulnerability, and storytelling. In every note, in every lyric, you can feel his soul pouring through. He doesn't just sing, he creates a world you can step into, a world where you feel understood and seen. That's why these records feel so personal, not just to him, but to all of us who've been there. Streaming his songs on repeat because they make us feel something. Whether it's the soaring hope in Like Crazy or the introspective vulnerability of Who, Jimin has a way of making music that resonates so deeply, it feels like it's written just for you. So here's my question. What's your story with Jimin's music? Do you remember where you were the first time you heard Like Crazy or Who? Was it during a tough time when you needed comfort? Or maybe it was a moment of celebration and his music just elevated it? Let's talk about it in the comments because I know every one of us has a unique connection to his songs. If you haven't already, please go listen to Who again. Pay attention to the lyrics, the subtle nuances in his voice, the emotion he packs into every word. This isn't just a song, it's an experience. And it's a reminder of why Jimin isn't just a record-breaking artist. He's a legend. Jimin, thank you for sharing your heart with us through your music. You've made history, but more importantly, you've touched lives. We're here, cheering you on every step of the way. Let's celebrate this incredible milestone together.